It is the RIOT on Radio U, the podcast edition for Thursday, January 5th of 2023. I was going to say that we should keep this brief so I can rest my voice and whatever.
Sure.
And we've had Isaiah in more than he typically is so that he can take some of the burden off me. But have you noticed? I still talk just as much. I just can't stop.
You just can't help yourself.
I can't stop, especially after a week off. I've got so much to say, and everybody needs to hear it.
You'll feel better tomorrow, and if not, you just need the weekend to take a break.
Yeah.
So today during the show, we opened it up by talking about how The Bachelor is coming back, and we went over some of the bios of the contestants, and we decided whether or not we think that they are red flags or not.
Based on the bios that were, oh, my name is Nikki and I such and such,
Right.
they put that out when it's like a dating thing. And now that we've gone through them, I feel like we have to go through their pictures as well just to match.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to update our bios. Is what we need to do.
Oh my gosh, that'd be a great segment. What do you guys think our bios
What
should
would
be?
our bio be on the show?
That'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh, we should work on
Fantastic.
that.
All right.
We should workshop that.
We need to have people text in
what that would be?
Yeah, tell us.
I'm
what that
Isaiah
would be.
24 from wherever, and then have your little bio on there. Oh, that'd be so cute.
Yeah, yours.
Hurtful.
mine would be
You're the one
You
that
think
already
they'd be-
has
you think they'd be
dating
hurtful,
profiles, I'm
or-
assuming. So.
Yeah, mine
Yours
would be
already
fantastic.
written.
Yeah.
Me and Nikki, we've got to start from
Mine
scratch.
would be like, I'm Isaiah, I'm 24, and I think you can drink milk with any meal.
Oh my gosh, that's
I know.
perfect.
Not on a date.
But not on a date.
We talked about that while you were
There's
gone
so many
before
good
Christmas.
ones. I'm
Yeah.
Isaiah, I'm 24, I have the worst behaved dog within 100 miles.
Let's
Like, all
save
these
this for
ones.
tomorrow. Let's
I
save
know.
this for the show.
Don't worry, I got
don't spoil
tons of
it.
them.
You got tons of them. All right, we'll work on that tomorrow, but we do talk about the unveiling of the Bachelor contestants.
We also talked about what we're convinced the people are pretending to enjoy, and we got a lot of good text on that one as well.
Yeah, that was, it was, I don't know if it was sad. We're realizing that so many of the things that we all act like we enjoy, nobody believes us.
Yeah,
And
because
that,
deep down, do we really enjoy
and we have to, and it's a tough question to ask yourself, do you really enjoy it?
I don't think we want to pull back that curtain.
I love it.
I don't think the
I
answer
think there's
would
so
be
many
yes
good
a
things.
lot.
Another thing that I think that people pretend to enjoy is cooking.
Cooking?
Yes.
No, because for some, it's like they're, not me. I know, I sounded excited there
You
for a
did.
moment.
Nikki made it sound
I
like she
did.
likes
I did
cooking.
not.
Yeah, she really
I don't
did.
mind
For
it.
some.
I don't mind it, but I think it could be like the one thing someone does to relax.
fair.
So like some people like to do a craft or
Yeah.
play sports or do something. And I
And-
mean, the older you get, there's less and less in
That you can
the
do.
I think
in the
there's,
arsenal that you have to pull out.
it's different because we suggest that we don't think many people truly enjoy working out and running like physical stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think that like cooking is different. It's one of those things where like you obviously enjoy the end product, but it's also you enjoy the process. Like it's making something with it's you creating something.
Yeah.
Fair.
And so that or like woodworking and stuff like
But
that.
if
It's
we
not for
did-
everybody, but you enjoy the process because it's actually you
I think some
making
things.
something.
I think some things, like for me, I do enjoy cooking, like desserts and stuff like that, because it's fun.
Yeah.
But my normal day to day, like if I'm just making dinner for myself, I don't enjoy
Because
that.
there's conditions to it. So, like, if all the things that we end up hating, if there was no conditions to it, then we wouldn't hate it. So, like, for cooking, it's because you have to cook for others.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's pressure with it. Or you're cooking because you're not allowed to go out and eat because you're broke.
Yeah.
Like, there's these things that are keeping, if you could just cook and had an unlimited budget, or you're like, you don't like cooking because you're on a diet. Like, if you didn't have any of those conditions,
you probably like it more.
anything would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make anything fun.
Anything would be amazing, but you just have all those things that are blocking it.
Yeah. If I had all the money in the world and I could just have all my ingredients there, then cooking would be a lot more fun.
It could be anything that you wanted, or actually at that point, then we just hire someone. So you're right, maybe we don't.
No, maybe we just need a
Never
chef.
mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we talked about that. We also talked about if you're feeling down bad right now because of the flu, a possible cure for that.
Yeah, and I don't know if we buy it.
No, I don't think we do.
Yeah.
I think we came to. I think
Have
you
you
need
ever
to try
been
it.
so desperate you'll try
I
anything?
think
Yeah.
you should
Hey.
try it
Dude, put
tonight.
the
Looking at me.
potato on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Try
say
it tonight.
It's the potato on the feet thing. Do
Yes.
it tonight because you're the perfect person
You're
right
perfect,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
if
come
I come
back tomorrow.
with a voice that sounds better than ever, it must work.
Don't do
There
it
it
over
is.
the
That
weekend.
was
You'd
the
have to
other
do it
thing.
tonight.
We never addressed this part of it, but It's like you put potatoes in your socks on your feet
Not
overnight.
just the potato. You slice the
it.
potato.
Well, it wouldn't fit.
So that.
Right, if it was a whole potato. But maybe you just, because people are like, I tried this, I felt so much better the next day. Maybe you felt better because you rested. Maybe you felt better because you got a good night's sleep,
Or like if you're living low carb and you're like, I'll do anything to touch a potato.
Right.
I like too, like in like the actual article, like there was like one of the people's like feet had like a circle on it from like where the potato had been. That was odd to me.
Well,
At least it's good at cleaning your feet, if nothing else.
I've got some waffle fries in the freezer, so we might just try it. That could work. Oh, no, your feet would be chilled.
Toss that in there.
Well, if anybody does it, let us know. But I think if anybody would do it, you should do it tonight.
All right, so I'll see if I have any potatoes.
All right, go rest your voice.
Yep, and we'll catch you next time.
Have a good day.
See you guys.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
I am actually steadily growing in excitement for one of Isaiah's favorite things.
What is it?
The return of The Bachelor.
Oh,
Real exciting.
Yeah, did you know what's coming up? It's soon.
Is it soon? When's it supposed to start up?
January 23rd.
Well, you're supposed to know. You're the one who
Yeah, I
has
thought
like
you would
your
know.
friends over to watch the episodes.
I love The Bachelor, and once it starts up, I will be in the loop of we'll go to like watch it on Monday nights. But I didn't know that it was coming so quickly.
It is January 23rd, I believe, is the first episode.
It's got to run like during Valentine's and stuff.
Of course.
Oh, I
course.
forgot about that. It's real romantic, like.
And so, did you know The Bachelor for this season? Have you heard of him yet?
I
don't know.
remember.
I know a lot of times it's somebody from a previous Bachelorette or whatever.
Yeah, I remember them showing him on like the last season, the very last night, but I do not remember who it is.
His name is Zach Shallcross, and his claim to fame.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it's Zach. Oh,
Say it's
jeez.
his first name.
This
like
dude's the
Listen to him.
worst.
Don't tell me that.
I forgot. I completely forgot about this until just now. This season's going to be terrible.
What makes him bad?
This dude's just so cringy. Like, he's so cringy. In the last season, he just was such a cringe moment. Like, there were so many other people that everybody wanted them to pick.
Yeah.
And this guy was a good person for them to pick because he was like slightly controversial at the end of the season.
And I think that's why they'll pick him for this because they can't just pick a normal, like, hey, that's a good catch. No real red flags, no drama. You got to pick someone that has some issues.
Yeah, and so that's for sure Zach. He
So-
left in like a really weird way last year.
Now, let me ask you. I did not watch The Bachelorette, but Zach, if you remember him, does he have a great voice?
He does have a good voice.
He does. You know why?
Why?
Because he's Patrick Warburton's nephew. You know
And-
Patrick
No
Warburton?
way.
I've
No
heard
wonder
the
you're on the
name.
show. No wonder I can't get on the show.
That's right.
I've heard the name, which
Patrick Warburton is, I'm going to cast a wide net here. He's Kronk in The Emperor's New Groove
okay.
and Kronk's
this
New
guy?
Groove. He's also Putty in, Putty in Seinfeld.
Okay.
And he's been in a few other things. Great voice, like
Yeah.
amazing voice, right? You know, support the team. This is
Sounds
his
like
nephew.
Patrick pulled some strings to get him on the show.
Yeah, that's right.
No wonder
Saturday
he's not the
product.
Bachelor.
So, but obviously that ups Zach's value a little bit because if the Bachelor, if he, like whichever lucky lady he winds up with, she's got access to a small part of Patrick Warburton's probably very small fortune. So you know that's not nothing.
Well, I'm looking at the bio for the ladies that are in for this
they
season.
put them all out.
Man, it's bad. Allie is a proud collector of porcelain dolls.
Weird.
Anastasia has always felt a strong connection to Cleopatra. Like it
Odd.
just gets weirder and weirder.
I wanted to go through. Maybe there's like 28 more. You want to
I
go
didn't
through?
want to do all of them.
No, not all of them, but you want to go through in a minute, and we could see. We don't. I'm not looking at pictures, but just based off of their bios, if you saw it on a dating profile, would you swipe right or left?
Sure, that's a good call.
All right, we'll get to that next. The Bachelorettes profiles on The Bachelor.
Bachelorettes. I mean, that is what they are.
Yeah, we'll get to that next.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
this is something that we never would have done. I can't imagine doing this on the show before Isaiah showed up.
Well, Isaiah watches The Bachelor, so we're going to do this.
And
Yeah, let's do
It's
it.
actually kind of gotten me into it. I still don't know if I can
Now
watch
you
the
need to
show,
start watching
but
it.
I just enjoy following it now.
So these are the bios of all the ladies that are in the upcoming season.
Yeah, these are the 30 contestants that will be vying for Zach Shallcross, Patrick Warburton's nephew's affection when the new season of The Bachelor starts on January 23rd. And so what we're gonna do here, we'll go through these some of the snippets from the bios.
Not all 30.
Not all
Don't
30,
worry,
but
guys.
we scrolled through the pictures. They're all like conventionally attractive women. So then the question is, would any of these lines be red flags if you saw it on a dating profile?
Yeah.
So how about this one? How about Brianna, who's 24? She created her own language as a child.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people did that. That's not a red flag for me.
All right. What about Kara? Kara is not a good cook, but she is great at assembling meals.
Awesome.
What does that even mean?
Meaning, like, if you got like meal kits and stuff, or like you could order a meal, that counts.
I guess so.
I guess that would do. We're okay.
What
All
about
right.
Madison? Madison dislikes all sauces.
Just like all sauces?
Red flag.
Red flag for
Red flag.
sure.
On that one.
That's a swipe left. I got what was this good one? Davia. She says Davia could live on oysters and she can out-perp anybody.
Red flag for me.
Those are like your top bullet points you're sharing
Sure.
with people.
That's
Again,
not my style.
It's different though when you're doing a bio for like a TV show. They got to find something that
Is
is catchy
unique?
with
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
unique
yeah.
it. But I think that'd be more of a red flag if you saw that on a dating profile.
For sure.
What do you think of?
How about Olivia
What is Olivia's?
from Cincinnati? Her special talent is sounding like a dolphin.
Oh, jeez.
That one works.
Oh man,
That's a red flag for me because
flag?
that I immediately think that you probably have an annoying voice if you can make the noise of a dolphin.
actually, that's a good point. I saw some other good ones. What about the one who wants to move to Disney World and also is throws a mean axe? That's Charity.
There's a
Oh,
mean axe.
Move to
Nice.
Disney World and she throws a mean axe.
That's
I don't know. There's
that
like
threatening?
it's like yeah, a little bit threatening there. There's a
that's
mean
too
axe.
easy.
Throwing.
Axe throwing, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Not murder.
danger.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
That's actually, I was going to say that's two easy date ideas for her, except you don't want to go axe throwing with her because she'd beat you.
She'd be good.
Yeah.
I think I like Victoria. She's 30 from Fort Worth, Texas. Doesn't understand the hype around Pete Davidson.
Yeah, thank
There
you.
we go.
About time somebody.
Instant swipe
We
right.
had to say it, right?
I think that's the best bio for anything I've ever
How
saw.
about Vanessa? She said this is her fun. These are just wild things. Like they got asked, like give me a fun fact, and hers was growing up. Vanessa played a lot of freeze tag.
Nice.
Like that's the best you could come up with.
She's either super boring.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Or she's so wild because that's such a weird thing to throw out as like one of the top things people need to know about you. So she might be a lot of fun.
So these are the upcoming ladies for The Bachelor. I don't want to read anymore, though, because then I do want to see who these people are.
I know. I want to put names to faces. Like
working.
I'm
this
not
is
watching
wild.
the show. I'm not watching it.
I think a lot of these, it honestly, it makes it like you want to see a connection of this weird, odd sentence to an actual human being.
How about Mercedes? Hers hobby is showing pigs at the Iowa State Fair, and she loves to drive around with the windows down, blasting country music.
Dang.
Mercedes sounds like a hoot.
That was half of the dating profiles where I grew up.
Now that
Fits
would
right in.
really work well on one of those country dating apps.
Yeah, farmers only. There you
So.
go.
Well, if anybody's going to watch The Bachelor stuff, maybe suggest you go find the bio list and introduce
Start
yourself.
Pick
to the
some
ladies.
favorites based off the bio list, and then once the show begins, you can already have some pre.
Does anybody do what was it we did with football? With
the picks, yeah.
like a
Predictions.
fantasy league.
Automatically,
we've
right
gotta
off the
do
rip.
that.
Like
We've gotta do
whenever
that.
we do like the show, like we'll meet on Mondays or whatever. The first couple episodes, we try to pick and see who we think the finalists are going to be.
Well, I think we got some good choices,
Oh, now we got some
we
grand
do.
ones.
It's going to be a great contest this year.
including the one lovely lady who sounds like a dolphin.
This is the Riot Radio U.
We got a good question texted in at 8772 Radio U. Following up on we just talked about the new horror movie out this weekend, Megan, the horror movie that also seems to be making people that are reviewing it and have already seen it laugh a lot. But Andy texted in and said, I'm convinced that people are pretending to like horror movies. I don't believe that anybody likes horror movies.
Especially this one.
Yeah,
Sure.
that it's just like, how can anybody like that?
Well, I feel like people are pretending to be excited for this one because it became viral for so long that they just want to be involved in the excitement of the movie coming out. But you're probably not, maybe not really excited to actually see the movie.
Yeah. So what is something that you think that you are convinced that people pretend to like, but don't actually truly deep down like? You got
I guess movies could be then.
You think movies?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like say everybody in your friend group wants to go see something, and you don't want to be the one that brings it down.
Yeah,
because you don't want to go see the movie, let alone you don't even want to go to the theater.
I guess that's
Is that us?
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. I get really excited for movies.
Well, I know, but I feel like that's something that people are trying to get back out of if we all got used to not seeing movies.
I think specific movies that people will pretend to like, but like sincerely deep down they don't. Like a lot of, and I can even say, I guess the reason I can say this is because I get all into the Oscars every year and watch a lot of the Oscar movies. And so I feel like I have more openness to some of the stuff that gets included in the Oscars, but there's stuff that I watch that I go, nobody can actually genuinely like this. This is not interesting, even if it's well made or whatnot. I don't understand how people can like it. I think they're pretending to like it because they're supposed to.
Yeah.
But that was one. And then another one is live action remakes of movies.
Oh, sure.
Nobody likes those.
Yeah, but they make a lot of money every time they put them out.
Well, don't tell Disney that. I mean, they still like to do that.
Yeah, but I just think people don't actually like the remakes. They like the old movie, and this is just more like, oh, I'm an adult now. I shouldn't be watching cartoons.
Yeah.
And so they watch the live action version of Beauty and the Beast instead, even though you don't like it as much. It's not as good.
Yeah, I can see that too. I think with any of the new Disney movies, I think adults pretend to like those. Because if you're like a Disney lover, you pretend like you like everything that Disney comes out with. I think you're pretending. There's no way you like some of these movies.
No one's doing that anymore.
No, I think I think your boss's jokes, you pretend to like those.
So were you talking just about movies, or are you saying what are we lying about that we say we like, but no one really does?
Yeah, I've got it can be anything. It doesn't have to be movie stuff.
Well, Tom texted in, said kale. No one likes kale.
I was going to say vegetables.
I was going to say pickles. It's going to be mine.
No way.
Yes, I know everybody's pretending. Everyone's pretending.
No, there's a whole pickle community.
I know there's people that like love pickles because like it's really into like pickles right now, which is an odd thing. We can all admit it's an odd thing that it's into like a certain vegetable. People don't like pickles that much. You're drinking pickle juice. They're just an average
Pickles
vegetable.
is like the one vegetable I actually believe that people do like.
People do.
Everything else I don't believe. When somebody's like, oh, I love broccoli with cheese sauce. You don't love broccoli.
But listen, that would make sense though. I think it makes more sense when people have something that's a little bit more obscure that they like, that like is their thing, because everybody likes pickles because it's popular to like pickles right now. You don't like them that much. I don't believe it. Like if you told me you liked bell peppers, I'd be like, you know what, you probably do because that's unique. If you tell me you like pickles, I'm like, yeah, you and every other girl I've met, oddly enough.
Well, this seems personal, so we're gonna let you heal
average
over that.
Vegetable.
Let's see. Brian says hot food. No one really likes it. Spicy hot stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, that's controversial.
That could
Very
be
controversial.
Brian, I don't know. Sometimes something spicy really does the trick.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see what he's saying though, that people like. I guess there's a difference between like enjoying it and having something that you find appealing about it. You know what I mean? Like with spicy food, there's some people that I think get the thrill out of seeing how hot of a food they can eat.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they like the taste
They're like
of
proud of it. They're like proud.
Right.
How hot can
It's like
I
a
go?
competition.
Yeah. I like it hot.
Everybody felt like you had to go eat, hot chicken and hotter wings. Chris, by the way, texted in to agree that pickles are nasty. So there's one
Thank you,
person
Chris.
on your side.
I think we can get to a few more coming up next. If you've got something that you think nobody actually likes, they're pretending. 8772 RadioU.
Are you pretending about something?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
living
to be
a
honest.
life of a lie?
You can have a confession right here. It can be part of your New Year's resolution. We'll get to that after
To
21
not lie
Pilots.
so much?
Yes, to be honest.
Hudson, Nikki, The Riot on Radio U.
Question is, and you can text in with your thoughts, what is something that you are convinced everyone pretends to like, or at least most people pretend to like, but they don't actually honestly like it. If they had to admit it, they had to be truthful. They'd be like, I don't really like this.
Well, I got to throw in Kristen's text message. She just said she understands your voice, Hudson, because when she gets sick, she sounds like a burly guy.
Oh, that must be much worse for you than it is for me.
She wanted to text in and just, acknowledge, probably not feeling the best with that.
So do I sound burly?
A burly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So I've got a few. Grace was kind of jumping off Isaiah saying if everybody really hates pickles. And so what about pickleball? Are we all pretending to like a trend when really are we actually wanting to really truly go play pickleball, or is it just a trend?
It's for sure a trend.
Yeah, it is a trend, but I don't know. You think about the effort you have to put in to play pickleball,
Yeah, you got to go
you
and
actually
play
have to go do it. That's a lot of effort to put into something you don't actually like.
But if you post pictures of you doing it, then you no longer like it anymore.
Well,
if you put it on your Instagram story and all of a sudden you're playing pickleball, that means that you're just pretending to like it.
I was going to say is just generally like posting on social media in general, like anything that you have to do just for the post, like taking pictures of your food or your pickleball or whatever.
But you do it.
Yeah, people feel like they need to. But they don't actually like it.
Well, someone was saying the desire to make everything Instagram ready, how you feel like you need to, but really that's just it's all a lie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Joey says, I think this was fantastic. We all pretend to, and maybe we act like we like it, but we don't like wearing shoes, and we lie about it. That's true. I hate shoes.
I agree.
I don't like wearing shoes, but like when you consider the alternative of everybody being barefoot around me all the time.
Socks. We can have socks.
I don't like that. And I also don't like...
I don't mind it at all.
I wouldn't want to walk around barefoot like outdoors all the time. Some places I would, but not always.
Well,
especially if everybody else is bare feet. We're all over the outdoor floor.
That's true. I think that was a good one, though. Let's see. Pretend to like things. Shrew says their jobs.
We don't even pretend, Shrew.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you straight up.
Well, Justin's jumping off that going to work. So that also counts on that one. Aaron says mushrooms. Nobody likes them.
True.
No one at all. Adam, this was a great one. This was clever. Do we all pretend to like Super Bowl commercials?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't even pretend.
We get in on the buzz on them and which ones are going to be great, but who really cares about it?
Are they even really that funny? No.
No, they're usually like the funniest Super Bowl commercial. You see 10 TikToks that are better than that in a week. So they're not that entertaining.
And then a lot of people were saying, going on the social media side, LinkedIn.
That's a good one.
No one. You might act like you love it, but no one cares.
That's really a means to an end. I've got a couple good ones. One, doing your nails. Ladies, be honest, you actually enjoy that?
It can be fun just to go do it.
But what do you like about it?
It's me time. Like it's just me sitting down.
So you don't like the nails, you like having your own time.
Oh no, then I like the nails after. I don't know if I agree with you on that one.
I don't know.
It feels like you're trying to mansplain.
Yeah, for somebody who's never had their nails done.
I hated my nails. I've had my nails painted, and
as a man,
no enjoyment out of it.
Probably didn't like
I understand if you like how they look. I just don't think actually doing your nails.
I don't
it's
know.
like, oh, let's go get our nails done. I don't think that's the part that you like.
Let me hear your next one.
And the other one is also women related. It's
why are you doing all the women ones?
Like
I've got one, but it's for me.
Wedding showers and anything involving a wedding. Obviously, I think the bride enjoys that, but I don't think any of the wedding party, they're either like jealous or they don't want to be involved.
I'll give you that. No one wants to do anything.
Anybody is really excited, but they have to pretend like, oh, we're so excited for you. Whatever, just get it over with is what they're really thinking.
I have a good one.
All right, what do you got?
So mine is for those people that love working out. Quit it. I know you don't. I know you don't like working out. You act like you like working out and you post with your gym friends at the gym, that you wake up. But if you're having to post it, you don't love working out. I work out every day, and I'll tell you straight up, I freaking hate it. But I have to do it, and so I do it. But don't act like you love it. You'd rather be at home laying on the couch. You pretend like you like it because it's cool to be fit or whatever and go to the gym. I get it.
Especially now.
But quit it.
Like
Just stop.
this whole month of January, everybody's pretending.
Oh yeah, and and you
Yeah.
have your outfit that you wear to the gym that you want to post on Instagram. You're wearing your Gymshark. I get it. You work out and whatnot, but you freaking hate it as much as everybody else.
Yeah, that and running too, right?
Oh yeah, if you like to
Like,
run,
running is so
enough.
time consuming. You can't actually. But again, it's one of those things you have to put in effort. I think you just
Yeah.
have to convince yourself. Like that's what people are really
If that's
doing.
your hobby, if you're like, what do you like to do? Oh, I like to run. Nobody likes to run.
Yeah.
Like, quit it.
I'll give you that's a good one too. Those are good.
Yeah, well, this is great to realize we all hate everything secretly deep down.
We'd all rather lay on the couch. Let's just be honest. We'd rather watch TV.
I do think it's worrisome that we get more excited as we start thinking of more things that we live a life of a lie of. Like we have to pretend like we love doing it, but we hate it because
Yeah.
the list is getting longer.
It's getting long. It's getting sad.
The Riot with Hudson and Nikki on Radio U.
I'm sick. Although right now, would you believe that I don't feel very bad?
You just sound bad.
I just, again, it's my throat, and me continuing to talk is not improving my condition.
and you had
But-
COVID over Christmas.
Yeah.
And now you're just like, what's today going to be?
Yeah, and but I really don't feel all that horrible. But I'm not alone. There's a lot of people out there. COVID cases are up. Flu cases are up. It's just that time of year, right? So everybody's looking for a solution. How do you heal? Especially if you're like me and you've been sick for not entirely 2 weeks, but part of like over the course of 2 weeks, I've been sick for the majority of the 2 weeks. What do you do to kick the thing? And so
And
there's
it's not seeing the doctor.
Not go to
Yeah.
the doctor.
We're not going to the doctor.
well, the doctor's not going to give
Let's
you
take
this.
care of this
I
the
know,
old-fashioned way. Why don't we?
Because normally when you're like, hey, what do we do when we've been sick for so long? But no, the doctor, what are they going to do? There's
They're
nothing
going
What are
to
they gonna
charge
tell
me
you you don't
money
already
is what
know?
they're going to do.
They're not gonna be
You know
able
what
to
the
do
doctor's going to
anything.
say? He's going to say, stop talking, go home
Go
and rest.
Yes.
And I can't do any of those things. So the doctor's not going to help. But I don't know if you guys have seen this trend going around on TikTok for the flu, the potato sock remedy.
So isn't there an onion one as well? Because you're supposed to put onions somewhere.
I thought
the onion was your
other one
foot.
that we've talked about before that has also reappeared this year, and that is putting garlic up your nose.
Yeah,
That's
that's
supposed
back.
to clean out your sinuses and everything. And then
You just put like a garlic bulb sort of
Yeah,
thing and just shove it up there.
Yep, that's one. And then, but now there's a video where a young lady cuts up a couple slices of a potato, pops them in her sock, or puts them on the flat of her foot, and puts a sock on over it. Goes to bed like that. Wakes up and takes the socks off. You look at the potato, and this is why she thinks it works. And people are saying it works. It's because the potato looks disgusting when you wake up. Like when
Yeah.
you go to bed, it looks like a regular potato. When you wake up, it's all dark and nasty looking.
Well, I mean, that's coming out of you. That's not uncommon because you can buy like those. Let me get you a potato. Can I get you something? You can buy like foot detox, like sticky pads.
Okay.
And people put them on their feet, and then you wake up, and it's supposed to do the same thing. It's supposed to
Yeah.
draw it out of you.
Do you believe this when you see this potato sock thing?
Could be
You
your feet
buying
were
it?
just dirty, and your feet
is-
are now clean.
You can stick anything in your sock, and if you wear it throughout the night, like it's gonna be dirty when it pulls out.
It's
of
gonna
there
be
for
gross,
Sure.
No,
yeah.
you're not walking around.
I think it's for sure gonna be
No,
gross.
'cause you got nasty socks
You're
and nasty
sweating.
feet.
Think about how much you sweat at night, especially if you wear socks. If you wear socks to bed, think how much more you're gonna sweat.
Yeah.
Whatever's in there is gonna be gross.
And here's the other thing I think. It's a potato. I bet you if you just chopped up a potato
And just left it
on
out.
the counter
Yeah.
overnight, it probably
It's
looked
wilting.
gross.
Well, what if it's more like you think it's working? So what's the harm in trying it?
I guess it's
It's called what's that called?
Placebo.
The placebo effect.
Yeah.
cheaper than going to the doctor. Potatoes are pretty affordable.
Like,
Yeah, I
listen.
just don't understand what the actual remedy is. Like you
It's-
just toss it in
it's
there.
supposed to
It's
the
supposed to
potato
draw the
is
sickness.
absorbing
Yeah.
stuff
Oh, it's just taking sickness out of you.
out
huh?
of your feet.
No,
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
It's like the bacteria is coming out.
Well, here's-
Garlic is a big one. Onions, like onion water
See,
has
like
been a big one.
garlic and
You're just
onion make more
turning-
sense to me.
well, you're just turning yourself into a stew.
I know.
Where do the carrots go? What part of your body you put those?
Give it time. We'll find a way for it to fix something.
See, I think garlic and onion make more sense to me just because of the pure smell of those ones. Like, it seems like it would do more.
Well,
just because they
Jocelyn,
smell really putrid.
She agrees with you, Isaiah. She's, I guess, not thinking the potato works. But Todd says, Hudson, you need to take a lot of vitamin C, D, and zinc. Todd, what vegetable are we supposed to place where? So talk to us that way.
You put the vitamin C in your foot, the vitamin D under your armpit.
Under your armpit, put an orange.
Yeah, the vitamin C, D, and zinc, that's my go-to.
Yeah, but I guess that must work because you're always...
Look at me.
Yeah.
My voice, it sounds incredible.
Without fail. Maybe your secret was taking every Friday in December.
That could be it. You know what? We figured it out.
Yeah.
If you don't work on Fridays, you'll never get sick.
No, really for us, our true issue is we have to talk every morning. And so if your voice even starts to hurt a little bit, there's no recovery from it. You just don't get a break no matter what we stick on our feet.
Yeah, you know what I need is like a robot that like I can type in what I want to say and then it'll say it for me on the show.
It'll sound like you.
Well, why don't you record every word? And we'll have a database when you're healthy, Lord willing, and record it all. And then that way you can type it in and it'll say what you're typing.
Or you just sleep with a potato in your mouth tonight and it'll draw it out of your throat somehow.
Nice.
That's
in an odd way.
It's like an exorcism.
If I don't eat it, though.
Yeah, I know.
I probably
just sit it on your lips when you go to bed and it'll just draw it right out of your voice.
Oh, please tell me you'll wake up with mashed potatoes.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.